have to do your research and make sure you're getting real Himalayan sea salt, which these are.
Absolutely. And remember, chances are you've got that shopping cart open for business, in which case,
Really
$5.
Yes.
I mean, and
you might want to get a few.
You might want to get a few.
One on each side of the bed.
Yes. Oh, actually, you know what? Maybe that's what I should do.
That would be so beautiful.
But it's so funny. Now I want one, say, in my powder bath.
Oh, yeah.
I want one in the downstairs living room. I do. I'm such a
I love it at the entry. I think it's such a pretty.
That's a good one, too. Okay, well, we're going to continue. Thank you for your phone calls. And remember, we'd love to say hi to you. Hey, just a quick programming note, because we've got a lot of new shoppers this weekend. I do have one of the last shows with Lancome coming up next hour. So all of our Lancome ladies, we would love to meet and greet you. This is actually one of the things that Debbie called about in Utah, and she was so sweet. Boy, she's like, oh, and I've got that mattress pad. Once we get you inspired by Concierge Collection, and of course Ellen Bunner, who we all know and love here at HSN, then you're ours forever. I'm just gonna say. But your eyes are not deceiving you, especially if you're a new customer here at HSN. This is 100% Turkish cotton, okay? That's kind of a drop the mic moment. But what's really bizarre, yes, the price is outrageous, especially if you have done some comparison shopping. In the same price category that you would expect what I call the disposable washcloths and the haul or the wall of towels, etc., you're getting pretty much as close to a lifetime towel as you can, but more than one. It is a 12-pack. And so not only is the price something we never ever do, you have fashion colors that you just don't find elsewhere. And number two, you're getting more, kind of more to shop, more to love. You know? For sure. More to love. 4 washcloth, 4 hand, 4 bath towels. All you have to do is to pick your color of choice. And Daryl, it sounds like that plum is the first to go. We have 80 of the plum, okay? And we have 100 only of the rose. And fewer than 200 of that blue. Hey, in addition to that price cut, we're also honoring free shipping. So boy, oh boy, if there was ever a time to grab it or to put your toe in the water or get more than one, you're looking at less than a $20 bill to get this at home. And that is only for this show. It is Ellen's last show of the visit. So my dear, would you like to start with the story of Turkish cotton, or you want to take everybody on a tour of colors?
Let's look at colors real quick.
Sounds good.
And then let's talk Turkish cotton, because it's so important. I want you to know what you're getting here. And I love what Debbie said. She said she loved it so much. It makes a huge difference.
It's true.
You saw that plum. That might be your last look at it. So if you're thinking about that deep plum, grab that while you still can. It's a beautiful color.
Gorgeous color.
One thing when we talk about Turkish cotton is it's super absorbent. And you can see it with these colors. Look how rich and vivid they are.
Saturated.
Beautiful.
Really dense.
Behind that is your white.
Yeah.
Great color. Great gift choice,
it
right?
Is.
The
okay.
beautiful white Turkish cotton towels.
Yep.
Next to that is ivory. It's very rare that we get both of those at one time.
So there's your ivory.
Creamy ivory.
There's your white. Okay.
Really pretty. In front of that, we have the tan.
Thank you. I was just going to grab that so they can see.
That's a great trio. I love that. If you're getting a few sets, I love mixing and matching. I think it's so individualized. You can really put your personal spin on it.
But you know, you really want to make your home feel like a spa. Oh my gosh. You do this.
It's an instant upgrade. It really makes such a difference.
Oh, I love that. Okay,
I think one of my favorite colors tonight is this rose color.
Is really pretty,
I've been in a pink mood today. You can see this is that beautiful shade. It's very saturated and pretty. Imagine it with gray. It's a nice color combination. And then, of course, we have our vibrant blues over here. We have the teal and the blue. And you could mix and match these. It's very coastal, very sea glass in nature.
It is.
Turkish cotton. Wow.
Yeah, because I think until you educated me, it's so funny. I just thought, oh, it's just a reason to charge people more money, right? Isn't it true? You think that?
You think that, but it's really, there's just a lot to it.
So Turkish cotton, first of all, you can't call something Turkish cotton unless it's Turkish cotton.
Exactly.
But why do I want it?
Why do you want it? Because Turkish cotton gives you that longer staple cotton yarn. And what that means is that, first of all, it's gonna last longer because it's longer, right?
Yeah,
it's softer in nature.
Right.
So it's more durable, it's softer, and it's more absorbent. And we actually give you ring spun construction on top of that. So what that does is it gives you even softer feel to the cotton, to those long staple yarns. It's more durable, it's more thirsty, really important in a towel. But here's the kicker and why we love it in a towel. It's quick drying.
Right.
So now, Egyptian, it's little fun sister Egyptian.
Right.
Egyptian cotton that we love Egyptian, right?
And in sheets, though,
in sheets,
right?
we love Egyptian. Turkish, we tend to go to in towel because of that quick release of moisture.
Gotcha. Yeah, especially if you live in very warm or humid climates like Florida. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I mean, you want that. You want something that's obviously going to dry you quickly, but you also want something that's going to release that moisture.
Right.
And that's relative to not having a really heavy laundry basket when you're doing laundry, and or having to put the dryer through 2 cycles.
Oh my gosh.
How many times have you done that? Actually, that's what I do right now, because I do not have Turkish cotton. I don't. Right. And even my producer, Gerald, he's like, geez, this is really a good price.
It is a good price, because Turkish cotton, you usually buy by the towel.
Sure you do.
These come out to a little under $7 per towel. I mean, you could spend $40 for 1 Turkish cotton towels. They're really in exclusive places. You don't see them in a lot of retailers. They're usually in catalogs. Remember, these are grown and harvested in Turkey. So it's the real deal. And so many quality, so many high-end luxury things that you see are either too expensive that you know you're never going to buy them, or it's just something that's on your wish list. This is something you use every day. So you're going to benefit the most from a towel. I always say it's your most intimate linen. And you're seeing why I love these towels. The density. Notice there in those shots, look at all those cotton loops. Remember, those are all ring spun. You don't see the base of the towel.
Right.
And I want to talk about the weight and the density of these. You know, when you're talking towels, we measure it by weight per dozen. And these are actually 17 pounds per dozen.
Okay.
That's a high-end weight, but it's not too heavy.
Right.
So it's actually measuring the amount of cotton, the amount of Turkish cotton that's in these towels. So you're going to have a towel that's substantial but not too heavy. The worst thing to me is grabbing that towel in the morning and it's still damp if you're reusing it from the day before. These are going to have that quick drying capability so that they release all that moisture.
And they're pretty at the same time.
And they're thirsty.
And they're thirsty.
Really thirsty.
It's the best of all worlds. Remember, this is your final opportunity to grab them, not only for a significant price cut, but with free shipping, even if you choose to do multiples, which a lot of us are doing tonight, because if you're like me, and I do a lot of shows with Ellen, I could easily count, well, at least for me, this is the first time I've had Turkish cotton with you this year. So typically, Turkish cotton, we could count on
times a year.
I was going to say maybe 1 or 2. And when we do Turkish cotton, generally speaking, it's a 6-piece set. So this is almost not only a best price, it's almost double what we usually see in the Turkish cotton category, even here at HSN. And then with this sumptuous, fun, beautiful palette, you can really shop your little heart out and get something that makes you smile, especially for something that, A, you're going to use your towels every day. Life is too short to have crummy towels, and you're really not doing your skin a disservice if you're using cheap towels, because those can actually get scratchy and abrasive against your skin. And when I say you spend a lot of money on your skincare, don't let your towel kind of erode all the good things you're doing for your skin.
That's such a great point. And when you look at this set, I love that we're giving you 4 pieces in each size. So your bath towel, that's so key, because those are usually so expensive. It's 30 by 54 inches. So it's longer and wider than your standard, which is 27 by 52. The hand towel is oversized with that 16 by 26 measurement. You're going to get 4 of those too. And that's really important, because you think about how often you wash your hand towels. It's like a germ magnet, right? It is. And then of course you've got the washcloths. And we were talking about how important a washcloth is, because this is what you're using to take your makeup off. Remember, not only is Turkish cotton a lot softer, but it's also really thirsty and absorbent. So it's really important. You're putting this against your skin. There's no better investment in your home, I think, than sheets and towels, because they're very intimate. You know, and you know, they say with towels you should replace them every couple years.
Oh, no kidding. I didn't realize that.
But I think with Turkish, I know with Turkish, you can keep it longer because the quality's there. Look, I mean, just look at the construction on the way that these are bound, the way that they're finished. They're beautifully, even the dobby, the decorative dobby, we actually pre-washed all the yarns on those so that it doesn't shrink up.
It's the devil's in the details when it comes to towels, and these are things that we don't ordinarily think of. You probably never thought that Turkish cotton would be within the realm of your budget either, but when you really think about the mechanics of $7 a towel, I think we all pay that for just the basic run-of-the-mill, get her done towel. I got to get new washcloths. I got to get a new bath towel. So if you want that plum, we're looking at the last 50. probably fewer than 100 on the rose now too, Daryl. So fewer than 100 on the rose, and then on the blue, we're looking at fewer than 200. So you really cannot make a bad mistake here.
Yeah,
you can't.
The colors are fun in this.
Are.
They're vivid. I'm gonna show you the sizing. My little sad towel that used to be pink, you know. I always say with towels.
That is sad.
Oh gosh, you can see this one's a little shrunken here.
Oh goodness gracious.
You can see how much bigger our towels are, but it's the feel of the towels.
Sure it is.
And if you have a towel that you grab
really
in the morning and it's got like a coating on it, right? I think that's more than anything. You know, of course there's always staining or fraying with towels that happens, but that coating's actually from fabric softener. And a lot of people don't realize that you're not supposed to use a fabric softener on your towels. They actually cut down on the absorbency. So if you get these home, skip the fabric softener. You'll have these for many, many years.
You will.
They are investment quality towels. And I'm gonna echo what Debbie said earlier, because Shannon, we gotta get you some of these, because I never thought there was a difference until I got my first set of white Turkish cotton towels.
Right.
It's amazing.
Well,
They're
so funny.
Soft and absorbent.
I have a love-hate relationship with my towels right now. I really do. I know I mentioned it last hour, but I am really weird about feeling any residual moisture from the day before. So legitimately, I'm probably washing towels every other day because I do not use, I won't reuse a towel. And frankly, that's a little wasteful from an ecological standpoint. You don't want to be using more water than you need to. And it sure would save a lot of work on my end. And the towels that I have right now, and it's not that they're bad towels per se, but they're pretty heavy when I launder them. They obviously don't release that moisture after I dry them. Most of the ones that I have are so doggone heavy, I can't wrap them around my head and then balance. I feel like I'm gonna tip over.
Yeah, and you know what's funny is you probably spent a lot on those.
You bet I did.
Because when you get the heavy towels, you think, wow, these are gonna be so great and so thirsty. And what happens is that they're heavy.
They're heavy.
They don't dry as fast. You know, Turkish cotton, it's rare that we get it. It's a big deal. If you've ever gone out shopping and you look for the highest grade of towels, it's going to be Turkish. I want to show you colors again because I'm really excited about this palette. And one thing in terms of thirstiness is you can see how it really soaks in the dyes. So if you're looking for a neutral, we have the white and the ivory, we have that beautiful soft gray, and we have the tan. And then in terms of color, the blue, that plum, the rose, and the teal. And these are so vivid. They're so pretty. And you know, I always talk about how towels are like jewelry for your bathroom. You know, if you don't want to paint a room, change your bedding or change your towels. And this is a great way to infuse new color and new life into your bathroom. But this is a great day for you to upgrade. And this is one of those life upgrades that's not going to cost you a fortune.
Yeah,
it's not.
True.
It's really inexpensive. And like you said, you're probably spending $7 on a towel anyway.
You are. And that's what I consider in the disposable category to a degree. So plum, virtually gone. Rose, right after that with fewer than 100. Blue is not long for the road either, with now fewer than 200. It's a really pretty blue. And certainly I realize Valentine's Day is around the corner, but men appreciate towels. It's so funny because when Ellen and I do luxury sheets here, and we've got a fantastic cotton, really kind of an organic concept in cotton sheets coming up in this show, men appreciate the creature comforts, maybe even more so than we do, because ladies will parade around in a pair of stiletto heels. we will take fashion over comfort sometimes. The guys, not so much. And he, trust me, will probably appreciate these towels, maybe even more so than you will. And then at the same time, they're pretty too. So his and hers get those two different colors, and then nobody's fighting over, hey, that's my towel, or the one good towel in the house, right?
It's really nice when you get these home and you start washing them and you just keep pulling towel after towel. Remember, you've got 4 of each size.
You do.
It always makes me sad when someone talks about their favorite towel and they got one good towel. Don't have just one good towel when you have 12 good towels.
No kidding.
12 good towels that you could really stock your linen closet. These are bigger than your average towel. They are beautifully made. And you know, if you don't get excited about your towel, it's time for you to try Turkish cotton. Believe it or not, you can actually get excited about a towel.
Well, if you heard Debbie, I mean, she was thrilled. She already has them. And she's like, oh, I saw this. I had to get it. And boy, oh boy, if you want to make some big time brownie points, give them a set of towels. And because you're getting so many, now remember, it's 4, 4, and 4, which is about double, pretty close to double what we would ordinarily do.
Especially on Turkish.
Especially on Turkish. So you could legitimately split it up into 4 gifts, you know, one per piece, and everybody's happy. Because once they see that label of 100% Turkish cotton, they will automatically assume that you spent, well, obviously a lot more than you're spending here.
I wish we had a retail compare.
I do too. That's the first thing I asked Ellen before we went on the air. And it's because, of course, we have very strict legal guidelines here at HSN, as we should. But sometimes when the retail compare is so outrageously larger than the selling price, you may or may not see them. And, you know, just, of course, we always take an average of prices that you'll see out there. And, you know, you're smart shoppers. And if you are channel surfing, first of all, welcome to HSN. But you might even be scratching your head and saying, gosh, when is the last time I saw Turkish cotton? There's a very good chance, depending on where you do your towel shopping, you may not have even seen them, or certainly not in fashion colors.
No, I usually see it in catalogs that I get in the mail. Occasionally, if you go in a department store, they will have them. They're sold per piece. And so when you start doing the math, and it was funny, when Shannon was counting these out earlier, I was starting to get a little,
I know.
So I was like, oh my gosh, if you've ever done that, if you've ever put towels in your basket or in your cart, and then you've gotten to the register, and you're paying by the piece, you know, you're definitely not gonna pay the same for a bath towel as you are for a washcloth.
True.
And I love that these are a value even on the washcloth.
They are.
And it's so important, you know, it's those things you underestimate, but a washcloth, like you mentioned, your washcloth's really important because you're putting it on your face. And we spend a lot of money, right, on products for our skin. You don't want to negate it with a bad, inexpensive, scratchy washcloth.
No,
so you're getting 4 of those. They're beautifully bound. 4 of the hand towels. And as I mentioned, the hand towels, one of the things that should get washed in your house the most, you know, with flu season, like you want to change these out often and wash them a lot. You're getting 4, and then of course 4 of the bath. Like you said, you could even split these into a couple baths.
So think of it this way. All right, so you give everybody, you have several people where you give a set. That's a $20 gift.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? So if it's a graduation, $20 to give them a set of Turkish cotton. $20 for an anniversary, $20 for that housewarming, $20. You get where I'm going with this. You get a $20 gift card, and depending on where you're shopping, even the sandwich shop, as an example, or the coffee shop, you can't really get a lot for $20 in the big scheme of things. You give them even one of each, one of the wash, one of the hand, one of the bath. I mean, why not? You're looking like a hero. Yes. I mean, you really are.
Well, and you look like you know.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
What luxury is all about. And you know, Turkish, it's not just a brand.
No, it's so true.
It's actually where it's grown, where it's harvested, and it actually has to do with the quality of the fiber itself. And it's so important in a towel, not only important in the feel of it, but the durability, and most importantly, the absorbency.
The absorbency.
That's a huge one.
And I'll tell you what, if you don't know what to get to graduation, if Jeannie Backman is watching, I still remember, okay, graduation from high school for me, let's just say, was a while ago.
Oh my gosh, I've got one of those coming up. My son.
Do you really?
Yes, yes.
But you know what's so funny about that? Mom, I don't mean to be insulting. I probably couldn't tell you what my mom and dad got me for my graduation, but I'll never forget Jeannie Backman. She and Faye was a classmate. They got me towels. And do you know, I hung onto those towels, I mean, long after, because nobody else got me towels. And I thought, what a great gift, because I needed them, And it's obviously stuck with me. It was the kind of thing that even my mom, you know, we didn't think, get her towels, right? It's something, it's an afterthought for a lot of us. And it was just the most thoughtful gift. It was one of the longest running gifts. Obviously, it made an impression if I'm still remembering.
That is amazing.
Countless years later. And one of the things that they did for me, which I thought was really sweet, and you could do it with this as well, is they actually had them monogrammed for me. Like a little embroidery.
Nice.
So you could do that. You wouldn't have to even do it on the whole set, you know, just on 1 or 2 of them. And certainly that's an afterthought. But I just remember, if you really, and believe you me, I am not an easy person to shop for. So if it has even made an impression so many decades past, the guys will appreciate this, the girls will appreciate this, the hard to shop for people will appreciate this, your hubby will appreciate this, and sadly, if you wanted the plum has left the building.
It's gone. I bet the rose is going to be next.
Yep, the rose will be next.
Don't miss these beautiful colors. This is a rarity. It's exciting to me because I know how great these are.
Yeah.
And I want you to get them home and experience it. And remember, that's the beauty in HSN is you really can get these home and try it. Yep. If you've played around and bought towels and replaced towels, if you're in that rut right now where you just go buy a towel, you don't think very much about it, and then you end up having to replace it in a year or 6 months, this is is gonna be a towel that lasts, that you'll love the softness. You'll wanna rotate these. You'll wanna launder these without fabric softener, because these are gonna become your favorite towels. And you won't have just one. You're gonna have 12 to choose from.
Great?
And you're not breaking the bank. It's one of those little life indulgences, little luxury things that you can do for yourself or someone that you love that's really gonna make a big impact, because towels, not only your most intimate linen, but your most laundered linen in your home. Most important, it's kind of like we talk about those things you use every day. I always think about Bill Green. He talks about your silverware. There's things you use and you take for granted. Your towels can make a huge difference.
They absolutely
in how your day goes.
For sure. Well, I mean, I know it sounds funny, but it's really true.
It's true, right?
I mean, why else do we all have that one favorite towel
that we go to, right?
That we go to. So these will be your go-to towels. They are such a thoughtful gift. They really are.
Well, and this time of year, I've been decluttering, I've been cleaning out. When you get in a linen closet, especially if it's your guest closet, you haven't looked in there. It's amazing what you found. You saw my pink towel I found. It wasn't pink anymore. Imagine opening your linen closet and you're fully stocked with the highest quality towels that are available, and they're yours, and you can use them on a day-to-day basis.
For sure, and you're spending less than $7 a piece, which is
crazy
really
to say, isn't it?
Nuts. And don't forget that free shipping as well. So obviously tonight's the night to do it. Best pricing ever. It's something that we really just don't do. And even when we do it, we don't do it in this price category or of this quantity. Phyllis in Nevada got that rose. Hi there, Phyllis. Welcome to HSN.
Hi, thank you so much. I was so excited when I saw that these were 100% Turkish cotton, because I've never had that before.
Wow.
And I thought, I've got to get these. I absolutely have to get these. And I did choose the rose, and it's just going to be stunning in my bathroom.
For sure. You know, Phyllis, I think you're like a lot of us. I don't have Turkish cotton. And are you surprised what we're doing for the price on really what is considered the industry best in standard?
Absolutely. I couldn't believe the price and free shipping on top of it. I thought, I've got to do this. Definitely.
Good for you.
Good for you, Phyllis. You deserve that.
Yes.
And I love your color choice.
Oh yes, I've never seen that color anywhere.
I know.
It's pretty, right?
It's so pretty.
It's just beautiful.
It is.
Absolutely beautiful.
Well, Phyllis, we're delighted that you're treating yourself. Thank you so much for taking time out of your night to say hi to us. And boy, every day when you wrap yourself in comfort, you'll have to think of us.
Yeah.
I definitely will. Thank you. Have a great evening.
You too.
Thanks,
Thank you, Phyllis. But thank you, Phyllis. Bye-bye. And this is one of life's little luxuries. You know, we keep saying life is too short to have crummy towels. It really is. And I think Phyllis is like a lot of us. And if that's you too, I don't have Turkish cotton. And if you don't either, well, hey, this becomes pretty hard to say no to.
It does when you think about how much you spend for just your run-of-the-mill average towel. And there's a lot of blends out there. There's a lot of towels that have a touch or a hint of Turkish or Egyptian cotton. This is 100% Turkish. Again, it's known for its absorbency. It's known for its softness, its durability, but it's also known for its quick drying capability. So that keeps your towel fresher. It's going to dry a little faster. You'll love that it doesn't hold the moisture, and you'll love the way these take colors. And it's easy to see. In fact, I want to grab that plum out of there because it is gone.
The plum is gone. So not to make anybody too crazy, but actually, since I'm removing it, I'll do it this way because we have to get it off the set.
Right?
So it's not 1 or 2 or 3, but 4 of the washcloth. It's not 1 or 2 or 3, but 4 of the hand towels.
I'll grab those from
Thank you. And then it's not, I know, look at them. Oh, these feel so good. And it's not 1 or 2 or 3, but 4. I tell you, you guys are hitting the jackpot tonight.
Well, and
you really are.
This is what I was talking about when you get these home and you start doing the laundry and you start putting them in your washer and you're filling your washer and dryer with all of these amazing towels.
You are. I'll take this away in just a moment because, again, I don't want to keep tempting you because it's not here, but because I'm tall and although this is not technically a bath sheet, it's very, very close.
It's very close. It's actually 4 inches shy.
Right.
Of a bath sheet.
pretty doggone close. I mean, which is crazy because our bath sheets, that'd be like $60 a piece if you were shopping at retail, for heaven's sake.
Right.
You know?
So you'll love the size of these. They're generous in the cut. They're really well made. I love when we actually pre-wash the Dobby because so many towels of mine have gone by the wayside when this part of it actually shrinks up. What I really enjoy about this is it's already soft. It doesn't take away from the feel of the towel. It's also at both ends of the towel. You know, if you've ever gone out and bought pretty towels, you know, to hang. These are the pretty towels, but they're also your functioning towels. They're the towel you're gonna gravitate to every single day. And at this price, you can spoil your guests. You can look and get a set for your kids.
Why not?
Like you said, break the setup, give everyone their own set of towels in your home, and really take care of these because you're gonna be proud of them.
You will, and no one needs to know that you didn't break the bank, and you can afford to treat yourself today. That's the other thing. You don't have to feel guilty about it. Every family is under a budget, whatever that budget might be, and because we don't do Turkish cotton very often, and when we do, we certainly don't do them at these kind of prices, especially with a whole linen closet makeover. This is a whole wardrobe. This is a whole wealth. I mean, you're really shooting the moon here, because with that free shipping and $20 on your credit card, at least get it at home. You know, there's a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. And even if you're kind of scratching your head like I was, I'm like, gosh, just thinking about it, I don't own any Turkish cotton.
It's time, Shannon.
It is. You can kind of take it for a test drive. You can, you know,
use them.
Wash
them. Use them.
Right.
One thing, notice how fluffy they are after just one washing.
Yeah.
You're going to get excited that those first few washings, they're going to bloom and get fluffier and softer. That's the nature, especially of Turkish cotton.
Yeah, it is indeed. So I know that clock is getting ready to expire, so they're scooting us along, and it's official. The rose is now gone.
Oh my goodness.
The rose is now gone. So remember, this is Ellen's last half hour of the visit, so we've got your prices and all of your great products now. We're going to turn the page to beauty at the beginning of the next hour, so if you're a Lancôme lady, we would love to talk to you. Hey, we also have coming up a great comforter set, and boy, oh boy, you want to talk about buying things a la carte. That's another price that really kind of, whew, I can't even, how do I compete with that? I mean, especially for less than $10 on your credit card. All you have to do is to pick your color of choice. So we have the prints or we have the solids, and all those details are coming up in just a few moments. Well, Ellen Bunner is here, as are you, and welcome into HSN if you are discovering us on this Love and More to Shop weekend. We've got lots of things coming your way, including Lancôme at the beginning of the next hour. Now, this is something, have we ever done anything quite like this?
No, this is brand new.
Because I don't ever remember anything quite like
cotton.
this. Yeah.
It's a new concept.
It is a whole new concept. Beyond anything, I gotta say, I love that color.
I know.
And boy, oh boy, you're gonna love that price as well. $39.95. This is a this day only. Chances are your shopping cart is already open, which means you've probably already paid for your shipping. It's less than $10 on your credit card to get it at home. So Ellen, where do we even start with this?
Let's start with colors.
Okay.
I want to mention these are 100% cotton, but above that, this is cotton that's been certified to be free from chemicals. It's made in a sustainable environment, and it's a really pure 100% cotton set of sheets. We have it in beautiful colors. This is the aqua that we have on the bed. At this price, you can layer, so we layered it with the gray.
I like that.
I know, isn't it the perfect shade of gray? And then look at the end of the bed. We actually have, now I had to figure this one out earlier. This is actually our blue. It's more like a periwinkle.
Oh, it's the, boy, I'm glad you said that, because I would have.
I messed it up earlier. So here's the blue, here's the aqua.
Okay.
Here's our lilac.
That's a pretty color.
Isn't that really pretty? Yeah. These colors are all very soft. Then we have your gray. Yeah. Look at the green.
Oh, that's a pretty
vivid.
Green.
It's a beautiful green. And then of course we have the white.
Terrific.
What's happened is we've all become more concerned with what we're putting in our body.
I think so.
On our bodies.
For sure.
And especially for textiles, you know, when you think about sheets, it's something that's very intimate, and you know, it comes in contact with your skin.
And you know what? They feel good. They look great. The price is right. It's certainly if you're being conscientious like I am, but moreover, if you have to be, I have very, very sensitive skin, and I actually have to find a new dry cleaner because the chemicals that they use in that process, and there's some things that I wear that I can only dry clean, I'm finding I can't wear them now because those chemicals, I can actually feel them on my skin. And if you are very sensitive, then this is certainly of the utmost care and consideration for you.
They actually test these for over 300 harmful chemicals so that they show that it is pure.
Oh, wow.
And one thing that I really find interesting, it's by a company that's called Okotex. And what happens is when you get this home, there's actually, you're gonna love this, there's actually a little hang tag explaining what Okotex certification means. Yeah. But there's actually a little QR code, and you can actually track your sheets. You can see where they were made, where they are in the line of, isn't that amazing? So not only they're tested for harmful chemicals, but they're made in eco-friendly environments.
Oh, that's very cool.
Isn't that awesome?
It is.
And they're all cotton. So just in terms of the fact that you're getting something that you can feel good about, but also you're gonna feel good about, these are a beautiful, soft, 100% cotton. We love that fiber for its breathability. If you're a hot sleeper, you'll love how absorbent and how quick drying cotton is. It has that nice fit to your bed. And this is a percale weave, and I've become a really big fan. It's very pure, right? It's very pretty, it's very simple, and it's actually, the percale weave is the most breathable of all the weaves. So if you are that hot sleeper, you definitely want to try these.
When I think of sheets, I think of something like this. This just seems like a real classic. Yeah, it is. It's like nothing but the classics. And the really wonderful thing, whether you do have someone who is trying to eat better, live better, whether it's the products they put on their skin or in their bodies, certainly this is a category that we'll probably start to see really burgeon and explode.
It's exciting.
It is.
It really is. And you know, it's just that peace of mind. A lot of us, we go to the grocery store and we look for organics, and we're really trying to do a better job at just sustainable living. And I love that we can offer you that in textiles. It's the first time that we've ever been able to do this.
You know, the thing that I find kind of surprising though, ordinarily, you read my mind. Because here's the thing, and I'm trying to eat organic too, but boy, oh boy, my grocery bill doubles when I do that. I mean, you look at the price of an organic cucumber and then a standard, you know, hothouse grown cucumber or whatever. And no kidding, if I'm trying to buy only organic that day, holy schmoly. I bought just a couple of organic chicken breasts today to make for dinner. Nope, no kidding, double the price.
Wow.
Double the price.
What's happened is because of education, we've become a lot more aware of it.
Sure we have.
And so we wanted to bring that to you. We're always on the forefront with Concierge Collection. I love the value. It's been a long time since we had 100% cotton sets of sheets.
I thought so too.
If you want something that's not a synthetic, it's really become hard to find cotton out there. The fact that you're getting all these colors, it doesn't matter what size that you're getting today. I want to show you the fit, because maybe you got the super loft. Or maybe you're going to get our next item.
That's right.
I think we have a feather bed, right?
We do
Still
indeed.
coming up.
You know we do.
These are so pretty, and they are already soft, and they're just going to continue to get softer and softer with every washing. There's that 18-inch accommodation, elastic all the way around, so they'll fit that hard-to-fit mattress. Beautiful colors, and on the other bed we've actually done the green, the sage green with the white.
That is a pretty green, I have to say.
So pretty.
It really looks like spring. It's so funny as I feel these. I forget how much I like cotton sheets.
I do too.
I really do. And
I have a mix of I have everything at home.
I really can't remember the last time that we had cotton sheets on the air. And for me, and forgive me for kind of saying it this way, this feels like home. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It feels classic.
Well, and it kind of feels like that home. Vacation a little bit, right?
It does,
sometimes it's just a new color. This bed to me is just so pretty and springy. Maybe you're in an area of the country where you're still getting snow.
Oh, Lord,
it's still really cold.
I know. It's everybody's kind of on board with me. That aqua, if there are any of that aqua left, I'm going to have to get that aqua.
It's so pretty.
It makes me smile. It's so serene.
It's very soft, and I like the color that it's like a hint of color. It's not overpowering.
True.
All these are very light. The blue is kind of an in-between. It's more of a periwinkle.
I would definitely say it's more of a periwinkle, almost like a tanzanite color, if that helps you out. So when you get it home and you're thinking like, you know, it is definitely more of a periwinkle.
I think that these, if you've ever given sheets as a gift, I think this would be a beautiful gift.
It really would.
Because, I mean, this alone, if you know that person and they're very eco-friendly and you really want to wow them.
Get them that in the salt rock lamp.
Exactly. When you can get a set of sheets home that you can actually track where they're made and how free of any kind of chemicals they are. I think that's a brilliant concept, and we are excited to debut it.
I think so too, especially, and take this for what you will. I think younger people in particular are far more attuned to that whole concept.
Research shows that people are more and more really aware of it and demand more from different things that they use every day in their home. And textiles are definitely one of them.
They are. I have to say, for someone like me though, and I've always had a sensitivity to products and chemicals and things like that, but boy, oh boy, as I've gotten older, it's really getting it's getting detrimental to my health. I have to be really cautious about soaps and detergents, et cetera, et cetera. And as I mentioned, I learned from experience, and sadly, the dry cleaner I'm using right now, I actually had a severe reaction to some of the chemicals that they use. And it's funny because it's something that we don't think about until maybe you have an issue or a concern. And this just means it's one less thing that we have to worry about. And when you get these at home, perhaps you'll be like me. Not only is it a beautiful color palette, not only is the price fantastic, when you consider really not only the concept, but what you're getting, it really feels like home. It feels like a classic. It looks like a classic. It's a nice weight. And moreover, it's everything that you can feel good about. When I say it's one less thing to think about, because I can be honest with you, I didn't think about chemicals in my clothing or fabrics until I had until I had a situation.
Yeah, exactly. Seriously. Yeah, and when you have something like that affect you, then you do become more aware.
Then you go, wait a minute, what's going on?
Well, this gives you that assurance that this is definitely that pure 100% cotton. If you've never tried a percale, I'm really becoming a fan of it. It's very simple. It's very clean.
It is.
I do recommend it if you are that hot sleeper. I think it's the most breathable type of sheet that we carry.
I would agree.
Bar none.
I would absolutely agree with that.
So this is going to be that lightweight. It's going to be soft, and it's going to get softer.
It does.
Beautiful color palette, and they are all cotton. And we've had so many requests because the world is kind of going more towards synthetics.
Yes.
And if you miss the cotton breathability, the cotton softness, the way that it feels against your skin, this is a set, and it doesn't matter what size bed, that you can get all those. This is a crazy value.
I'm going to have to do this. I'm telling you, for so many reasons, I'm going to have to do this. I feel like I have to keep saying that it's all cotton. And really and truly, for those of us out there, whether it's a sensitivity or it's just an intellectual sensitivity, this covers all those bases for you. The price is good now. So we're going to get it to you. Chances are you've paid for your shipping already. You're looking at less than a $10 bill to get it home. These are the revisited classics, but done in a way that's not only more eco-friendly, a color palette that is going to make you smile. If you are a hot sleeper like I am, then this is an absolute must. And if you want that aqua, that's one of the colors that Ellen's pairing for you right now. Sadly, that will be the first one to go in all of the various sizes. And we are not charging you additionally on your bigger sizes as well. So I say go for it. It's a unique way to add cotton back into your repertoire. And truly, for so many reasons, this is really fitting the bill for us, I think.
Definitely. You know, when you think about just the testing, the where this was made, where it was tested, you know, Okotex is one of those companies that it's not affiliated, so it's all tested individually, and you really just get that peace of mind. You do. It's just one of the, well, like you said, one less thing to worry about.
One less thing to worry about, because how many times have you, and Lord knows I do a lot of online shopping, which if you are new to HSN, look out, kids. You're going to have some fun. But
nothing better than getting the box at the door.
It's true. But sometimes, and I'm not talking about it in my HSN shopping experience, but like I said, I shop a lot of different places. Sometimes I'll open up, let's say, a plastic bag of a garment that I've purchased elsewhere. And you know where I'm going with this?
Yes.
It'll have this smell to it. In fact, there was a retailer, and I won't say which one, it was a New Year's Eve dress that I bought. I actually had to put it in a garbage bag in my garage. And do you know what? Even after I left it in the open air for several days, it was still too caustic for me to even consider putting on my body. And you know, that happens. It just happens. I mean, and when I say it's one less thing to worry about, obviously eco-friendly, pretty and affordable, and just priced right. And you'd be hard-pressed not only to find something else like this, but this is actually, I think, one of my favorite color palettes. There's something about
it. It's really pretty, isn't it?
It is really pretty.
It's very soft.
You know, I like it when we do the golds and stuff, but this, I don't know, this just...
Well, and I think, too, one thing that's different about percale, and it's generally, it is all cotton, but it's the way it's woven. So it's a simple weave. It's a 1 over, 1 under.
Gotcha.
Versus a sateen that has has more of a gloss to it.
Oh, yes,
I think that's what you're seeing too, because what it does is it gives the sheets more of like a matte finish. They look almost vintage to me.
And
like
see, that's why I say
wash.
it feels like home. It feels like home.
It feels like that comfy clothing that you just can't wait to put on. That's how these look, and that's how these feel against your skin.
They do.
And we're seeing a resurgence in this real simple weave for a lot of reasons.
For sure. So they are scooting us along. Remember, this is Ellen's last show, final 20 minutes in the home stretch now.
Yes.
So
I got to stay away from that feather bed.
I know.
It's dangerous.
I was even thinking that myself. All right. Now, if you missed out on the mattress pad, that's available from last hour. But this is pretty cool because this is a multi-purpose feather bed. This is we're gonna give you all those details. And the big thing for me is, we had you at water repellent, didn't we? I know, right?
And skirted.
And skirted.
And skirted.
Oh, for heaven's sake. So, oh goodness gracious, Ellen Bunner, the humanity. So, we're gonna give you all those details, and I will tell you, it was something that they saved and did only for this show. Hey, please call us. We would love to say hi to you. Oh, and then don't forget, I have one of the final shows with Lancome coming up at the top of the hour. It's jam-packed with goodies. I know Kara and Robert would love to say hi to you if you're a Lancome lady. I used to buy their products before they came to HSN.
Yes, I have too.
So
yes,
extra
for sure,
fun
definitely.
That we can get them now with FlexPay. But Ellen Bunner is here with us, and we've been doing really fantastic things with pricing all day long, and this certainly is no exception.
This is a little crazy.
This is a little crazy. Now, all you do, I guess, is choose solid or print or pattern, correct?
Exactly.
Okay.
And we'll show you the patterns here in photos. It's a little easier to see them, so you can really think about your bedroom. We have it in a damask, and that's in that beautiful, almost like a light lavender and gray combination. It almost looks like watercolor. It's beautiful. Then we have the Jacobean floral, and that actually reverses to a gray. We have the stripe, which is blue. It reverses to a solid blue. And then the one on the bed is the floral, and the floral is an oversized floral with yellows and grays and teals, really pretty. Then we have your solid choices. Solid red, blue, green, and taupe.
Nice.
This is one of my favorite comforters, but this is actually in a set where you're getting not only the comforter, but also the shams are included.
It's a nice weight, that's for sure. So less than $10. And then, of course, you've probably paid for your shipping. Your shopping cart is open for business. 089952. You know, we're talking about the feel of this with the cotton, the stay-only sheets. And this also has a beautiful hand to it, in addition to some, fun prints if you choose those.
Exactly. It's microfiber on the outside. It's that hypoallergenic fiber fill on the inside. So even though it looks like down, it's a down alternative inside. These comforters, I have a few of them in my home in a solid, but mine didn't come with the sham. So this is a great time to make over that bedroom. Maybe it's your room, maybe it's your guest room, maybe it's for a kid's room, or you're buying ahead for that college dorm. This is something that we rarely do, and to get it home for under $40. I don't know about you, but the last time I redecorated a bedroom, it cost a lot more than that. This is a lot of impact when you put it on the bed. Whether you're going with a pattern, remember all of our patterns reverse to a solid. So the benefit of that is you can do that turn down and you have that layered look on your bed. So soft microfiber, beautiful vivid colors, all machine washable. And that's one thing I do love about this comforter is how easy it is to launder. I mentioned the microfiber. What's great about that is it really takes up less space in your washer and dryer, and it's so soft to the hand. This is that damask. I wanted you to see it. Look how pretty. It's very subtle, it's very light, and it reverses to a soft lavender. So there's your printed damask. And then this is the print that we have on the bed. I wanted you to see the Jacobean floral, and this one reverses to a gray. It's on a golden with a black and white floral, oversized print, that gray solid on the background. And then if you're a fan of solids like I am, we have it, and I'll walk you over to the green bed in a sec, but we have it in the blue, we have the red, and it's almost like a berry red. It's really, really pretty. We have that springy green. To me, there's nothing better when you're ready for some spring weather than to outfit your bed in a green. And then if you love the browns, it's been a long time. This is actually a taupe, and it's almost like a milk chocolate soft brown. This looks great, matched back to lots of colors. So let me me show you some of the details of this comforter. You can see that it is nicely sized. It's lightweight. So one thing about these is with the addition of the microfiber and the down alternative inside, it really is a year-round weight. And our comforters from our Elements collection are always comfortable. And you know, a lot of times you go out there and you buy a comforter and you get it home and it's stiff, it's not very soft. These are super soft, love it in this green. You can see it's diamond quilted, so I mentioned all that fiber fill inside. It's gonna stay put when you wash this, so it's not gonna bunch up. But what an impact. I mean, think of your bedroom right now, or maybe it's a guest room. Think of those rooms that you can never have it in the budget to redo or to refresh. Tonight's your night. This is a great time to just redo a look, even if you wanna get it just as a layering piece. And also on the solids, it's that front to back. You've got that full color on both sides. So when you do add this to the bed, it just gives you that softness, that easy layer that you can throw into the wash over and over again. Even if you're buying this for a temporary bed, many times when you're trying to have that put together look for your guest, you want something to throw on the bed to just give it that comfort, that dressed, finished look. This is an easy way to do it. So I think the hardest part, I know for me, is choosing a print or choosing a solid. I want to show you all the prints again in the photos because I want you to think about your bedroom. What's your favorite color? What kind of print or what kind of pattern do you want to infuse into that guest room? The damask, remember, is that soft lavender. The Jacobean has the gray on the reverse. Then you have that blue stripe, which it's very coastal. I love that.
It is.
And then the floral, I love that it's very oversized. It's a little bit modern in terms of a floral.
I'm so glad you commented on that because normally I wouldn't say that I'm a floral, you know, print person, but when it's in a larger open field like that, where you get more background space,
it's very simple and clean.
And do you know what? I think it makes it a little more contemporary.
It does, and especially the color variations in that floral. We used a lot of yellow and gray, and there's a little bit of teal in that, and it's on that white background. It's really nice. It's just like a touch.
It is, and what a nice way to do a little spring makeover. Certainly here in Florida, no one in the upper Midwest wants to hear this. We've actually had warmer than usual temperatures.
Over 80 today.
It was, and I thought,
not ready for that.
I know, and they're like, oh, come on.
I know.
You know, we're like, wah, wah, wah. You know?
Right.
But regardless, I think we're all ready for a little burst of spring.
We are. You know, I look
affordable.
Around, there's some greenery behind you, whether it's a little leaf that you cut from the yard and you put it in a vase and, you know, you accent this. This is just a beautiful burst of bringing the outdoors in. And I think a lot of us are ready for that.
Yeah, I think so too. And I will say, normally if you want to remake your bed with a comforter set, because that's a lot of square footage,
right?
You better believe it.
And you know what? The impact of it is like paint on a wall.
Sure it is. Of course.
Makes a huge difference.
But you know what, Ellen, think about it. Historically speaking, a sham, like one of these oversized shams, could conceivably, a set of them would be the price, generally
And you're
speaking.
getting all of it. You're getting the comforter and the shams.
The whole 9 yards.
Maybe you have a dry clean only comforter that you're tired of paying a dry cleaning bill for.
For sure.
Grab this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Boy, leave one of the aqua sheets for me. That's all I'm gonna say. I really am. I'm gonna get these when I get off the air. The aqua and the white are the most popular at this point. In fact, I might even get a couple of these. It's certainly relative to my skin sensitivity right now, but you know what? I just like the colors. Certainly the savings is a big one too, but for those of us out there who are not only trying to be more ecologically wise, like I said before, one less thing you have to worry about. Don't have to worry about what's in your sheets, chemicals, fumes, you know, all that kind of stuff. All right, as many of you know, Elle and I are huge featherbed fans.
Way to end a day.
It is. Boy, I'm scared to sit on this because I think I might just nod off. I mean, and poor Ellen, she's been up longer than I have.
I told my family I'm just straight to bed.
It's mama time when Ellen gets home. Well, this was done for my show. It's a price break of $64.95, 517-980. Chances are, and Daryl, I feel so weird saying this, but so if their shopping cart is open, they've, right? Am I saying that correctly? Yeah. So that's nutty. So if your shopping cart is open, you know, you're looking at $5, which that's nothing, including this to have shipped to your home, which is crazy. $16 and change on your credit card. And When is a feather bed more than a feather bed? Well, certainly if you have comfort challenges like I do, whether it's back or shoulder or knee, arthritis, not a medical product to be sure, but you know very well, comfort is king if you have some discomfort or some particular situation going on. The big thing about this though, Ellen, is normally when we talk about a feather bed, we'll say, oh, but you should put one of our mattress pads over it to protect it, right?
Right.
And then it's the rub, it's like, oh, but it's gonna shift, it's gonna move, I might have to fluff, I might have to fight with it in the morning. So basically this replaces 3 products that I would normally put on my bed to achieve this one thing.
It does. There's so many improvements, so much technology added to this to really make this feather bed just, oh my gosh, it's like a feather bed and mattress pad in one.
That's
First of all, it's skirted.
Yes.
This is about a 20-inch accommodation. The elastic's all the way around, so you can actually attach it to your mattress.
You can.
Brilliant, right? It doesn't shift around on you.
So smart.
I want to show you underneath because it's a little bit different. If you look underneath, this is your true feather bed quilting baffle box underneath. So you can see it's got these large 12 by 12 inch boxes to keep all of those feathers evenly distributed.
Right.
Notice the top is different. The top layer is actually fiber fill.
Oh,
So it's almost like a fiber fill topper on top of your feathers to protect you from the quills.
Oh,
I didn't stop there. Now that's nice, right?
As the saying goes, but wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more. This is a first on a feather bed. You and I have shown a lot of feather beds together.
I think I've shown this with you one at a time, and even though I know what's coming, it scared me the first time Ellen did this.
It scares me too, because this is actually stain and water repellent. You see how that beads up on the surface? Look at that. This is a feather bed.
Bravo.
I know.
You know, that's why I do love my feather beds. I dearly love my feather beds, but as many of you know, you still have to protect them. So for me, you generally speaking, you put at least your fitted sheet over it. Many of us put our mattress pads over it. And this, it really is that one and done solution. The other thing for me is I'm usually, because I'm a pretty rough sleeper when I do fall asleep, so my feather bed does shift during the night. So if you get a little uncomfortable with the idea, they're like, oh, okay, gotta move it again, gotta reshift it in place, gotta put it back into focus. Love, love, love that skirt to hold it in place.
I do too. I have fought with a feather bed for years. You know, you wake up and it's off the other side of the bed. There's so many reasons to love a feather bed. There's a reason why they've been used for hundreds of years by people to add comfort to their mattress. This has those small white duck feathers. You want a feather in a feather bed for the quill. That's your spring system. That's what's going to give you that unsurpassed natural support. But you and I have talked about it's the support of a feather bed, but it's also the temperature regulation that it adds to your bed, because it's going to do a couple things. In the wintertime, you'll get that insulation as you sink down. Oh gosh, I'm tempted. You sink down into your feather bed, you climb into bed, and then in the summertime, you actually get breathability and airflow underneath around your body. This is a great one to bring home. We've made so many improvements over the basic feather bed.
For sure, and actually, and I'm just going to say this because I recently took it down for a lot of different reasons, but for years I actually kept an inflatable bed in my living room just because it was more comfortable when I watch movies. It really was, because I've got the big screen and projector downstairs. But the thing that made me crazy about it is I always wanted to put a feather bed on there, but especially because that's more of a slick surface, that sucker was like an ice skating rink. I really couldn't put my feather bed on there. Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Well, if you've priced feather beds, and I'm always just looking around out there, I can't believe we can do this kind of value. Even at the regular HSN price, it's so important to realize this is a 4-inch gusseted feather bed. That's a lofty, that's a beefy one. I mean, that is honestly just shy of a pillow profile. So if you think about how much you spend on a feather pillow, you could spend $50 on one. You could. One feather pillow. For sure. You're getting a feather bed, and it doesn't matter what size bed. No. Even if you have the king or California king size bed.
And I think for a lot of you who maybe haven't purchased a feather bed because you might worry about care or upkeep. And again, for those of us who love it, I mean, yes, we go the extra mile, meaning we put the mattress pad or we put the fitted sheet over it to hold it in place and protect it, et cetera, et cetera. Now, there is no reason to not try it, because you're protecting your bed, you're getting better loft, better comfort, better support because you've got a bed within a bed, you've got the feather bed, and then of course you've got that deep skirt as well, so you're not fighting with it in the morning or worrying about it shifting. So it really is the best of all worlds. This is the only airing of the visit. This was actually saved for our show, so whether you're putting it on a mattress that you're trying to maximize, or you really want to find out why we all love our feather beds, or if it is the twin bed, if it's the inflatable bed.
Oh, if it's the fold-out sofa.
The fold-out sofa.
You know, I've had a love affair with feather beds since the first time I ever slept on one was I was in New York at a hotel.
Yes, yeah.
I noticed the bed was so comfortable, and I started digging around, and it was a feather bed. And a lot of your high-end, like ritzy kind of hotels will use feather beds on their beds.
They will.
There really is it's that European luxury for beds. Yep. There's nothing like it. There's no man-made fabric or foam that can mimic what a feather bed does for your bed.
Yeah.
And it's both in breathability, temperature regulation, but most of all, it's comfort.
Yes.
And what I always say about a feather bed is it's not climbing into bed and trying to get comfortable.
Right.
It finds you. It just envelops you.
It does. And remember, we are not upcharging you for the bigger sizes, which is also
really huge.
Big. And as a general rule, it's first of all, feather beds are not as readily available when you're shopping elsewhere as maybe some other categories, because they're big. And that's the other thing, especially if you've opened your shopping cart, you've already filled her up, so to speak, so you're looking at that $5 shipping charge on that order sent to your singular household. The box is going to be big. Don't be surprised. It's voluminous.
Yes.
Oh, and relative to that, Ellen, you actually gave me this tip, which I thought was such a good one. Don't judge a book by its cover. When you get it out of here, please let her breathe.
Yes,
just
because
let her breathe.
Any feather or down product, it's going to be compressed.
It will, for shipping.
And so, when you get it home, you need to air it out, shake it out. I would give it at least 24 hours to really fully loft before you put your sheets on and jump on in there. Remember, this one is twofold in terms of it's got that dual chamber going on. So let me just lift this skirt. Remember, it is skirted. Because if you look underneath, you see the true baffle design of a feather bed. You have these large pockets of feathers, so it's like individual pillows almost.
It really is.
So you get support at your head and your feet. When your feather bed first came out, it was like a big sack of feathers.
Oh, I had
those. Yeah.
I did.
And you'd climb in and all the feathers would just shift and go all over the bed. Not anymore. So you've got those feathers in place.
What an improvement.
Evenly distributed. And then look at the top. This is diamond quilted. This is all a fiber fill, but it's a really thin layer. So you've got that whole base of feathers. And then you have that protection of a fiber fill built almost like a pillow top.
Almost like a pillow top. And remember, you probably paid for your shipping if your shopping cart is open. You're looking at a little over $16 to get this at home. And what a wonderful way to not only augment comfort, maybe for a lot of you out there, because I've got a lot of issues with shoulders and back and neck and knees. Listen, we all have our own personal crusade or cross to bear when it comes to comfort. I'm a problem sleeper to begin with because I've just never been a good sleeper. I'm actually surprised my parents had any children after me. I think, because my poor mother, I think she maybe got a total of 15 minutes of sleep during the first 3 years of my life. But suffice to say, even if I'm not getting a lot of sleep, at least I feel rested because I feel comfortable.
The quality of sleep.
Yeah.
It does. I always compare a feather bed. I would say it's kind of like the comfort food of bedding. To me, it always reminds me of a bed and breakfast.
Yeah.
I always think of those beds, and they would have the percale sheets.
They would.
Cotton sheets, and they would have a feather bed and a big billowy comforter on the bed. And it's that blissful sleep. It's that hotel resort sleep.
Oh, for sure.
That, when you have a feather bed on your bed, you don't want to go sleep in another bed.
You don't.
Have you taken yours with you before?
I have. I'm embarrassed to say.
I know. You've compressed it and put it in your bag. I'm kind of an
extremist. Let's be honest. It's so funny. Yeah, well, if you ever saw me pack, you'd understand. Ellen, what a treat to have you here.
Thank you, Shannon. It was so fun.
Do you have a few days off?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yes,
well, get some rest.
Yes.
Mama time.
Yes.
Don't let those kids bug you.
I won't.
All right. Stick around. Lancome is coming up next. Stay tuned.
I'm Adam Freeman, host of The Monday Night Show. Join us for must-have products to help you around the house and keep your home running smoothly. Plus, a few surprises you don't want to miss. Tune in Monday night at 7 p.m.
Now there's more to love than ever, and we're celebrating with a huge sweepstakes. There's no purchase necessary. Just visit hsn.com or qvc.com and enter sweepstakes once per 24 hours for a chance to win top brand prizes. Then each entry counts toward the $100,000 grand prize. Now through March 11th, only on HSN and QVC.
There's nothing more exciting than hunting for treasure. That's why every year we come to the biggest gem event in the world, the Tucson Gem Show. It's where collectors and gem lovers gather to find the most exotic and rare stones on the planet. But don't worry, you don't need to book a trip to Tucson because we're bringing our best discoveries to you.
Join your favorite gemstone brands for the Tucson Gem Event. Tonight at 11 p.m., only on HSN.
You might just find your next treasure.
I'm Joy. I'm a mother, that's first and foremost. I'm curious, always curious. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and I'm an inventor. So when I'm designing product, it's all about making everyday life simpler. I guess that's just how I look at things. I find a lot of inspiration from just living my everyday life. And I think, boy, every day's a gift. Make joyful discoveries every day.
I know. All right, well, we love it when the leaders in prestige beauty and my friends are back. We have Carolee Chamberlain, Sir Robert over there in the house. And honestly, you guys don't have a lot of shows left.
No, just a couple.
Just a couple. And we have so many fun things planned for you. We're just so honored to have you as part of our HSN family and lots
so
of
happy
new
to be
people.
here.